Hey beautiful soul, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share your thoughts below. Would love to hear from you. If you already subscribed, welcome back. I'm so glad you could join me again. For those who have gifted me with super thanks and joined my channel's memberships, you guys are amazing. I love you all. Thank you for your support. So let's take a collective reading. Please keep an open mind and only take what resonates with you and let the rest go. Spirit, show us the messages that wants to come true for the collective. Ooh, Seven of Swords. What's going on? Five of Swords. Someone's head is missing. Six of Cups. King of Pentacles. Okay. The energy here, it feels a little bit suspicious. This person, like, they may try to hide this connection from everyone else. You know, but they keep replaying you in their head every night like it's a guilty obsession they cannot shut off, if you know what I mean. The most shocking part is they didn't see you coming at all. Not at this point in their life. Not with somebody like you. So they try to downplay it. I feel some of you may have age difference or big age gap. Okay? The moment they come across you, it's like their logic stopped working and they start breaking their own rules. They keep trying to look normal around you. They keep trying to make the conversations light. You know, act like there are clear boundaries. They act like they've been mature and responsible about this. But when they're all alone, their thoughts about you get so loud. They get more vivid, more intense. I feel like they have been hiding away so much of their emotions from you. I'm seeing somebody fighting a fantasy they don't know how to control anymore. They tell themselves it's unrealistic, it's risky, it's complicated, it's going to ruin me. Yet every time they pull away, something pulls them right back in. Your energy feels intoxicating. It feels addictive. Your voice echoes in their head. Your smile, your face shows up at random moments. Tiny details about you. You become impossible for them to forget. Yet every time, what scares them is this. This is not simple attraction anymore. They kind of feel emotionally exposed. There's something in your energy that makes them feel alive. So much younger, even hungrier. But there's this hunger they cannot feel. And that terrifies them. Because before you enter their world, they had already decided certain chapters were closed. Passion had an ending. Desires has limits. They had this day-to-day routines, some predictability, and they built up emotional walls. They knew how to stay in control. Then you arrive, and suddenly they care about how they look again. They check their faces in the mirrors. They check their phone. They reread conversation. They feel nervous before seeing you. That nervous, embarrassing kind of excitement they thought they were too old, too wise, too guarded to feel again. Yes, but they are not past it with you. Understand this. If it was only physical, they would have disappeared. They're struggling because you reached deeper than that. You woke up a part of them that they buried under responsibility, over some kind of fear or societal expectation. You reminded them what anticipation feels like. Yes, what tension feels like, what longing feels like. I'm seeing this person, they lay awake at night, past midnight. They're replaying moments with you like a loop. There may have been a conversation that took place, perhaps a glance, a brief moment, but it changes the air around you. Yeah, something happened that neither of you fully say out loud, but both of you felt it deeply. Now they're trapped. They're trapped between this constant desire and also crippling fear. Because logically, the age difference matters. They think about judgment, they think about timing, they think about whether this could actually survive in a real world. But spiritually, emotionally, their soul does not care about numbers the way their mind does. That's why they contradict themselves. One day they act distant, the next day they can't stay away. One moment they decide it's impossible, but the next moment they're imagining what it would be like to kiss you. And the intensity keeps growing. What's fascinating is they are not only fantasizing about romance, they're fantasizing about a life shift. They're fantasizing about changing their routines for you, rearranging priorities, taking risks they normally would have never even considered. You became a beautiful disruption in their carefully controlled world. And privately they love that you disrupted it. Let me see more cards. The Fool. King of Pentacles. Oh, this is Knight of Pentacles. I'm sorry, I read it as King. So, no coincidence. So, I'm also picking up that this person watched you more than you realize. Not in a creepy way. They notice your moods. They notice your energy changes, your expression. They're studying you because they're trying to understand why your presence affects them like this. And every answer they find pulls them deeper. For some of you, they try to see other people after meeting you. They try to distract themselves. But nobody compares. Nobody creates the same emotional safety or attachment. Nobody makes them feel nervous and safe at the same time, the way you do. The contrast is exactly why they're hooked. You were supposed to be a passing attraction, but you didn't stay on the surface. You became the thought they carry into sleep. You became the benchmark they compare everyone else to. Now they are realizing this connection isn't going to fade, no matter how hard they try to rationalize it or keep you in this little box of fantasy. There's a private side to their feelings they would never confess openly. They imagine intimacy with you that isn't only physical, but emotionally vulnerable. They imagine quiet late night talks with you, having you in their arms, holding you close. They imagine taking you to their happy place, show you what matters to them, falling asleep together with you by their side, even traveling to places. They want that kind of closeness they usually protect themselves from. That's why this feels dangerous. You're not just tempting their body, you're tempting their heart. Because when emotions become real, escape stops being simple. It's not simple anymore. I'm saying they have been pretending they're in control, but their control is sleeping. Their reactions around you are harder to hide. They cannot hide their jealousy anymore. Even their eyes is giving them away. Other people may already sense the tension between you two. If you've been confused by their mixed signals, I see here's what underneath. They're so terrified that if they step fully into this, they won't be able to detach from you. Look, 10 of Cups. They know it could turn so serious so fast. That's why they pulled the brakes. That's why they hesitated. Not because the feelings are small, but because the feelings have grown so big. I'm also sensing they admire your confidence more than they admit. There's something so beautiful, so fearless, so big about you. Even if you don't always feel confident, they see you as emotionally magnetic, unforgettable. Like you don't chase attention because your presence naturally commands it. It drives them insane because they're used to being guarded, but around you they feel exposed. This energy is showing me a moment is approaching where they cannot keep pretending this is casual. Something is going to shift. Perhaps there's this moment of honesty that's going to slip and reveals more than they are meant to say. A confession. This pressure is building. And they're tired of acting like they do not care. So the message I'm getting really strong. Maybe your age difference kind of challenges their mind, but the connection has already claimed their soul. They've spent so long trying to label this as temporary, casual, impractical, or just chemistry. But deep down, their soul knows the truth. Temporary connections don't consume someone like this. Yes, simple attraction don't keep someone awake at 3 in the morning, scrolling through messages or posts, wondering what you're doing, how you're feeling. Temporary energy doesn't make someone question the structure of their life, but you do. It's kind of turning into emotional panic. They may try to keep their distance, but they're craving reassurance. It's driving themselves crazy. They pull back, they search for signs they still care. They overanalyze your tone, your reactions. Even your silence is deafening. If you go cold for even a moment, they feel it immediately. Because the opinion of them matters far more than they expected. They're used to compartmentalizing desire. But you cross into territory they never let anyone touch. That's why they're conflicted now. Part of them wants to surrender completely. Another part is terrified of how powerful this has become. I keep hearing this phrase in your mind. This is getting too real. At first, fantasizing felt harmless. Now they're imagining real life. Weekends together, traveling, introducing you to important people in their life. having permanent space. Yes, that's when the fear enters. Because imagining a future means risking heartbreak. And they're deeply afraid of losing you before they even fully have you. They may hide that fear behind distance, control, but inside they're softer about you than they appear. Yes, this person has a soft spot for you. Your attention makes them feel powerful. Okay? Your withdrawal makes them feel anxious. And that emotional dependency is quietly growing. For some of you, they have even told themselves you deserve someone better, someone closer to your stage of life, someone at your age, someone without complication. They have argued against themselves in their own head. But every argument collapses the second they feel your energy again. Because this does not feel logical. It feels inevitable. I see the physical attraction between you is so intense. It's not casual. They're consumed by anticipation. Simple proximity affects them more than they can manage. Standing close to you, hearing your voice, feeling your attention on them. Those moments stay in their mind long after they end. I get there's one memory that keeps replaying itself. A tender look, soft touch, a moment that felt unfinished. Every time it replays, it deepens the fantasy. But again, what truly overwhelms them is emotional intimacy. You make this person feel seen. And once someone feels that kind of recognition, ordinary connections start feeling empty. That's why they can't move on from you emotionally. I see jealousy is rising too. They keep thinking about who gets your attention now, who messages you, who makes you laugh, and it bothers them more than they'll ever admit. They're trying to appear composed, like it doesn't affect them. But I see their jealousy leaks out through constant mood shift, subtle questioning, possessive energy they try to hide. They're trying so hard to act mature while emotionally unraveling over you. It's like they're having a mental breakdown, and it's kind of exhausting. There's also something healing about your presence for them. You woke up hope again. Hope that love can still feel thrilling. Hope that passion doesn't have to disappear with time. Hope that connection can still arrive unexpectedly and change everything. Before you, they were disciplined, careful, maybe even numb. Now they feel emotionally reckless again, daydreaming at the wrong time, smiling like an idiot because of something you said, getting distracted because your energy suddenly hits them. They hate how much power you have over them, but secretly, they do love it because it makes them feel alive. I'm seeing this person, they're used to taking calculated risks. They're used to calculating everything, consequences, time, investment, complication. But it feels like every calculation leads to the same truth. They will regret losing this far more than they will regret taking the risk. That realization is getting too loud to ignore. I see them reaching a breaking point. Their restraint is weakening. The distance is deafening. They're tired of pretending they don't think about you constantly. They're tired of acting normal when nothing about this is normal. I'm seeing an upcoming moment where the Mars slip. It may happen unexpectedly. Okay? Indirect approach. Some kind of accidental slip because of jealousy. Okay? A physical closeness that becomes too unbearable that they cannot deny how they feel. Something is building up towards a release, a breakthrough. When it happens, I don't think they'll be able to push their feelings back down. Because when someone starts craving reality more than fantasy, everything is gonna shift. They're slowly moving from silent obsession into emotional urgency. They're getting tired of imagining what it will feel like to have you, while pretending they're fine keeping it distance. The balancing act is collapsing now. Okay, what makes it even more powerful is you didn't chase them into this. That's what unsettles them most. You simply existed in your natural energy. It was enough to break through their defenses. They cannot explain why it becomes so important so quickly. It wasn't just one dramatic moment. It was small things stacking up. The ease they feel in your presence. How easy it is to talk to you. And the electrifying eye contact. Or the strange calm they feel when you're near. All of it wrapped around their heart before they even realized, before their brain could catch up. Now they're attaching in a way they never intended. They also adore how you carry yourself. Your energy feels soft and untouchable at the same time. Even when you're trying to be kind, you still feel like someone who knows their worth. That pulls them in because so much around them feels like fake, predictable, or shallow. Your energy feels expensive, so rare, like the kind of person who enters once and permanently changes someone's emotional standards. It's making them restless, yes. They keep thinking about timing, missed opportunities, whether it's too late or they have waited too long. There's also this naggy fear that if they keep hiding behind their control, their facade, hesitation, someone else will take the place, and they secretly wants to be the one who gets to access your real life, take up permanent space. They don't like imagining you close to anyone. This person, they may look calm, okay, but inside they get territorial fast. They notice who interacts with you, who gets your laughter, who gets your time. Sometimes they create silent competition in your mind without you even knowing. They're trying so hard to be mature about the age difference, but emotionally they are becoming possessive in a very human, vulnerable way. It really frustrates them because they expected to be more in control than this. But the deeper it gets, the harder the distance becomes. There's another layer that matters. This person sees you as real freedom, not just attraction or romance. They feel the freedom from pressure. Your energy sets them free, makes them feel alive, makes them feel like they could be themselves, spontaneous, unfiltered. But they can honestly breathe again. That's why they keep returning to you mentally even when they try not to. They replay conversations after they end. They think of replies they wish they said. They analyze tiny details. because every interaction now feels significant. And if there's been distance lately, they feel it more than they show. They might be hiding emotions behind some kind of humor or flirting or teasing instead of being direct. But the truth is they're terrified of rejection. Not because that they think you're cruel, but because losing the possibility of you would actually hurt them. That's why they move towards you and away from you at the same time. But this back and forth cannot last forever. I feel eventually the dam is going to break, and the energy is showing clarity approaching soon. There will be a moment where they finally admit this connection affected them more deeply than they planned. They may not confess every detail at once, but you feel the shift immediately. The walls is going to crack. The words is going to stumble down. They will stop hiding. It may happen after they almost lose you, because sometimes people only understand their own depth when they feel the distance growing. That fear of losing access to your energy becomes the final push. The truth is they cannot replace what they feel with you. They have tried to push you away, ignore it, minimize it, rationalizing it away, distracting themselves. None of it is working. Your energy follows them everywhere they go. What keeps echoing through this reading is they're not only afraid of the age difference anymore. Now they're afraid of how far they've already fallen. But the deeper the fear, the greater the emotional surrender. Because once they fully admit what you are to them, they're not going to back down. Yes. Let me pull some initials. Let's see. You may see your own initials or your person's initials. Could be 6 or 9. Could be birth month, birthday, birth year, angels numbers. Three, angels numbers. Yeah, they have mixed emotions. I see they want to go on adventure. Yeah, they feel you are the greatest adventure. Yes, they do want to see you in a romantic relationship. Whoa, something. Fighting invisible battles. I see the sword. Okay, the truth is gonna come out. Warning, I have no filter. So the moment they speak, maybe they won't hesitate. Everything is gonna come out. You know it's gonna get better. So they think it's gonna get better. The life is gonna get better with you around. Wherever you go, whatever you do, will be here waiting for you. Wow. So they're really waiting for you, or they're waiting for the next step. Waiting to say without filters. All the walls are coming down. I see Pisces right here. Slow as a turtle. Steady and slow. Slow but steady. They want to open up. They want to express love. Love keeps blooming. They may be drawn to your perfume, your scent. I see music, okay? Probably they're replaying some songs that remind them of you. You make them a gentle giant. This person could be tall. Whoa. What else? Okay, let's see some of the dices. Well, yeah, feel like they're coming towards you. You want to take the next step. They want to protect you. They seem very protective of you. They see you like a rare gem. They look at your profile. They may want to marry you, okay, with a ring. They want to lock down on you, put in the effort. Yes, they want to take you out for dinner, spend on you, spend time with you. Like nobody measures to you. Yeah, you balance out each other. Yeah, you lit their fire. Yeah, they feel like they're running out of time. If they don't move, they're gonna lose you. I see the telephone. They want to call you. Yes, they have been watching, spying on you. Yes, they're so curious. They're seeing things in a new light. Yes. Maybe they find your voice really sweet. I'm gonna take some of my mini beads. Okay, I hope you can see them well. I see Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aries, Virgo. Is this P? There's letters P. 6492. Could be angels numbers. 7. Capricorn again. Sorry, it's been a long reading. 5. So this could be some numbers, significant numbers in our life. Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Aries. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. I hope it resonates. Let me know. If you want prior readings, the links are all below. Take care, guys. Love and light to you.